So I think we can start. Everybody join. So again, coming back to the another very simple module about the transportation. So transportation is another very simple module here. Like if you generally analyze what are the things will be available in transportation. In the transportation, the majorly is the number of buses are playing within the particular route, and every route there is a area and there is a pickup points, and every route maybe the school to school, the route 1 has some different charges, route 2 has some different charges. It totally again depends on the school, or maybe the common fees for all whoever is taken the transport, even if it is 1 kilometer same charges, even if it is 10 kilometers same charges. It's again totally depend on the management how they're going to decide, so that we can do it as per the requirement. Okay. बोलो जरा खुद के बारे में कॉल कर दो. So now here very first thing, like master, like in the master vehicle master, we need to create the number of buses playing here. Okay, so we can create the number of buses here. So you can see that, so Mercedes, Abu Al Jubail, some number 37B is given. So the same thing 31B is given. So 32G. So likewise you can generate the number of buses here. And also we can mention the driver name and driver mobile number, and this will be the details. How we can do it? It's simple. Clicking on the add button, so we can just enter. So mandatory here is the vehicle number, the vehicle name and the number. So vehicle number, mobile number, driver name, and driver name, driver and mobile number, and the total number of seats are available. So this will help us to allocate the buses to the student, and the helper name and the helper mobile number also. So this will be available in the reports, all the details. So this is how we have added the number of buses here. So this is one-time entry. So once after the vehicle entry is done, so boarding point. So which are the boarding points? So here we have Aral Commission. Here we have Jubail Center. So suppose if you're coming back to the Bangalore scenario, JP Nagar, Jayanagar first block, second block, we can take like similar Shivaji Nagar, like this we can take the different area name. So depending on that, we can have the master data in it. So we can generate the area here. So here also the area and the distance also we can write from distance to distance. So one-way rate, two-way rate also we can mention. So sometime the student will take only one way the parent will drop. So in that way also we can set either the way, one way or two way, the price is fixed. That also we can manage here. So again, the boarding point. So every area there will be a boarding point. So suppose in Jayanagar 4th block, we'll pick from the bus station. Okay, again coming back to Shivaji Nagar near Poles Park, there is a one pickup point. So likewise, you can set this points. So where the points are going to set, we are going to pick. So that rate also we can mention. Otherwise, if it is a common, we can generate the boarding points here. So boarding point rates also we can mention. So boarding point, one way, two way, that also we can mention. So of course, here in this scenario, whatever the location, it's a common here. So if you have a different fee structure for a different location, that also we can set here once. So once that is done, so transaction, what is the transactions here? The transaction is, so we need to allocate the student from allocate the student to the particular boarding point. So once this data is ready, so we can go to the vehicle boarding point. So vehicle boarding point. So which are the vehicle boarding points we are setting? So we are setting this the vehicle boarding points here. Select the vehicle. Select the vehicle. So this vehicle, it will show all the boarding points here. Okay, this vehicle, this particular vehicle 38G will go to this point, this point, this point. So only three boarding points will be allocated. Okay, this is how we can set this. Just click on a save and it will be done. So this particular bus will visit these three locations. Similarly, the boarding point of vehicles in the same way. So it will show again, it will show you the points here. So boarding points. Boarding points, boarding point wise, you can see all the details here. So student boarding point, yes, you can set the student boarding point. So here, this is the main transaction. So we need to allocate the student for the particular boarding point for the particular bus. So let me go to one class, LKG student. Okay, general, and select A class student. I'll just retrieve the data. Suppose for this student, see, you can see that for this student, so there is a Martco compound. So this is the bus detail, and this is the vehicle detail. So this is how we have allocated. So similarly, this student is not having the data. So we need to select this data. We need to allocate some boarding point and bus to this particular student. So now select the student here first, and then come back on the down boarding point. So select the boarding point. I will select boarding point here. Okay, the installment starts from, suppose one student is coming from the beginning, from the April itself. Okay, so some student is coming in between in the November. So today he has taken the admission, and today we need to start his transportation also. So then up to from November to March. So it's every year we have to. Once it is done, it will be carry forward for the next year also. Okay. So if any changes in the route, once again he has to visit the school and he has to request to change the route. So that can also be done. So vehicle, which vehicle? So automatic, the vehicle list is coming. So vehicle in and vehicle out. Suppose one vehicle is coming in one vehicle and going in a different vehicle. That is also possible sometime depending on that. So trip in and trip out, that also we can decide. First trip, second trip, third trip also we can decide. So once this is allocated, so you can see that particular student details is allocated. So from November to March. So this is only one transaction we have to do it here in case of allocating the student to the particular boarding point. So once that is done, finish. Automatically the fee in the fee structure, this fee will be reflected when the parent come to pay the fees, when the parent want to pay the fees online. So as per this amount, it will be reflected in the parent account. So you can pay as per that. So this is how we can look at. This is only one major transaction. We are going to do it in a transportation section. Before that, we need to create the buses, bus details, and after that, we need to create the areas, boarding points, and all that. In the transaction, this is the one which is most important. Student boarding point. So attendance, yes, attendance in now, that also we can maintain here. So of course, we are not maintaining here, and also there is an option we can upgrade this module to this one, the GPRS tracking. So every bus have the GPRS tracking. So once we fix the tracking system, so that tracking also it will come here. Automatically the student comes in, the attendance automatically it will capture. So for that, like the student should have one ID card. The ID card should have one RFID. So that RFID will read, just show it to the device. Automatically, it will take the student in. So the parent can view the bus also, where all the bus is moving. So what time the bus will reach to my point, what time the child will, the bus will arrive to the pickup point or the drop point. So as per that, the parent can move from their house and they can go and pick up to the child. So the next level I'm talking about. So all that also can be done with the help in this software. That is a third-party software we need to integrate, and we can check. So we can see that like the whole movement of all the buses, where all is going. And if you just click on a bus, it will show you how many children are boarded, and also it will show you how many children are dropped, and it will show you currently where is the location. So this is how the best example I can give you the Ola taxis, how the taxis are moving in within the city, where is the pickup point, where it is dropping. So this is a complete tracking. It's a complete software which tracks the movement of the vehicle, where it is moving, how much time they have stayed there, and every moment we can track it with the help of the tracker. Especially the main technology what we are using, it's a SIM only. So just we need to install on SIM in the GPRS tracking system. So enable it and program it in your program, and the whole process we can view here. And the same thing, it will be given for this parent access also. They can keep on watching the movement of the child. So that will be the added advantage in case like vehicle incident entry. So any incident entries happen, so that we can enter it here. So student detail, yes, student detail, the same detail whatever we have seen in the student module. So we can see it here. So why the student detail is given here? Sometime they change the address, sometime they change the mobile number. Okay, so that time it is required. That time it is required. So once again, they should not go back to the module and change the details and then again come back here. So if we do the changes here, automatically it's reflect every. And apart from this, also we have given the ID card facility in my setup. ID card issuing of the ID card will be given into transport only. Okay, so we can generate the ID card class wise, individual also. So just wait, click one, generate, the ID card will be generated. So this design also customizable. So as per the requirement, we can do that. If you want to generate all the entire class ID card in one click, it's possible. You can generate all the ID cards in one click. You can download this and you can take the print. And based on that, again reports. So vehicle list. So number of vehicles, what do you have? List of areas, what do you have? Okay. So boarding points, which are the boarding points. So these are all the management reports to identify if any problems, if anything to be monitored, anything to be taken to take the decision. So attendance also, if you want to see the vehicle wise, attendance report vehicle wise. Okay, the student statics bus wise. So you can select the bus class wise. So these are the different reports we can view. So if any fee is outstanding from the particular student from the class, you can select general. Okay, A section. So vehicle, which
Nadeem bhai, I need to drop from this call.
Okay.
Ping me if anything goes wrong. I have an official call here. Thank you.
Please.
Thank you, guys. Assalamu alaikum.
So these are the things we can see here in the transportation department. It's again a very simple module. Only 2-3 things we need to manage. So in the masters, once you create all these things in the transactions, just allocate the student to the particular boarding point and all that. So after that, the rest of the things automatically take place. So all the reports or the various reports you can generate, this will help you to track. The one I spoken about the tracking system. So once the tracking has come, so some more transactions will come here, some more reports will generate, and also you have the Google map here, integrated Google map. Just clicking on that, you will see all the movement buses within the city, and you can trace each and every bus who is traveling. So just if you click on the bus, the number of people sitting in the bus, you can view it easily. So that all these will be helpful for the parents' point of view, even the management point of view, even the good management for the transport, the safe management of the transport. So most of the time happens like the child will be left out in the bus. Sometimes the child will sleep, the children will sleep in the bus. So easily we can trace out where is the child. So the safety purpose also. Many cases happen in the Saudi Arabia. During the hot summer, the child is missed out, child is slept in the bus, and the end will be drastic end. Sorry, I don't want to share that end. So all that can be taken care with the help of this software. So any questions you can ask even from any other module also. If you have any questions during your exploration, so please ask me any questions, any doubts.
Nadeem bhai, Ayaz here.
Yes.
With regards to attendance sheet, so is somebody checking manually that everyone are boarding, or it's uploaded?
Right now, we are doing it manually. If you are going for the tracking system, it will capture automatic.
Okay. Okay. So